how important is that central banks are moving in tandem with the fiscal side?
We see that there is a lot of support organized to help all the countries to fight against the crisis. The European Recovery Fund is really a fiscal strategy to fight against the crisis and to modernize the European societies. And this is the right way to do so. The central banks were acting in the past, and they are still acting continuously to support the economy with all their activities they have from their tasks. And I think that the new development is that there is a fiscal strategy corresponding, and this is what the states and the union are doing.
So in other words, that the central banks don't do it alone?
We have a fiscal strategy now with the European Recovery Fund. A lot of money will be taken from the markets as the sovereign debt of the union. It will be paid back. There will be European own resources for doing so, and this is really a change in this fiscal strategy of the union, and it will make it easier to develop what is desperately needed, a sovereign union.
You have called that moment that the European Commission is issued that a Hamiltonian moment. How much support do you feel from your fellow European finance ministers? Is there a divide in the union, or is that like a common thing that people think it's a good idea to have more integration?
We see that integration works, that cooperation works, and this is a good moment for the union, the European Union, because we can take the idea as a task for the future. What works to fight against the crisis is also necessary to know when we are going to future aspects of our common union, and to make it politically more strong is one of the biggest tasks for the future. We are not just discussing about markets, we also discuss about the political strategies of the sovereign European Union.
Yeah, talking about the economic outlook once again, because it seems that like inflation is picking up, but most people think it's just a one-off. So how sustainable do you think will that economic recovery be?
The economic recovery of the Union and the Member States is sustainable. On the question of inflation, all the experts are sure that this will be temporary, and I think they are right.
So there's no need for tightening, or do you reassure Germans, because Germans are so afraid of inflation, that this is something which we are only seeing as a sort of side effect of the crisis?
I'm continuously speaking with the experts, not just at the central banks, but even in the scientific community, and all agree that this is temporary.